The Mercedes W13. It's a car that just seems to have a never-ending list of issues at the moment. By far one of the biggest is the porpoising, with the bouncing on the straights seemingly limiting downforce at the moment. But there are other issues as well, with tyre warm-up not being great, while Mercedes has also highlighted that they're struggling on traction, have a lack of low-speed grip, and that the W13 is a bit on the heavy side. However, the team also has another issue, and Mercedes joked that it needs to take a chainsaw to its car to fix the problem. Nonetheless, it's something the team need to get on top of, so let's get into what the problem is. Now before we begin, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content. But let's get into it, and you would have seen in Bahrain that Mercedes weren't that fast in a straight line. Across the finish line, for example, Lewis Hamilton's fastest speed was 286.3 km an hour, while George Russell's was 286.1 km an hour, and these were some of the slowest speeds set. Now, when you consider that all Mercedes customer teams finished outside the top 10 in Bahrain, you could say that the power unit is simply not good enough compared to rivals. Now, whilst I don't think the engine is as good as Ferrari's, for example, I think it's too difficult after one race to say if the loss on the straights is due to a lack of power or deployment. So what else could be causing a lack of straight line speed? Well, this would be drag. It's been spoken about a lot, but basically airflow doesn't pass as smoothly around a car that's more draggy, perhaps because it's running more wing for downforce, hence resulting in a lack of straight line speed. I think a good photo to describe this would be this one here. If you look at the rear wing of both cars, you can see the one on the Red Bull is very low compared to that of Mercedes, and there is more of an upwards curve on the W13 than there is on the RB18. Now, whilst more rear wing would have given Mercedes more downforce, Red Bull absolutely trounced them in the speed traps, and this would have been helped by running a lot less wing. Now, Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff said their car was running more drag than others in Bahrain, and that the team was simply lacking parts to solve the issue. He told Sky F1, "I think we were probably overwinged. We had too much drag, and that's just because we are lacking parts at the moment, and hopefully we can remedy that. It's half or a little bit more maybe of the top speed advantage, but we need to really leave no stone unturned on the power unit side." Speaking about what the team will do ahead of the next race in Saudi Arabia, he said, "It's easier to shed drag of the car because you simply take a chainsaw and cut the rear wing to bits, so that's what we'll do for Jeddah." Now, when you look at the circuit in Jeddah, having a good top speed is absolutely crucial given the long straights around the circuit, and even though having a good amount of downforce is important for the high speed corners, you'll lose so much time on the straights if the car is too draggy. And with Mercedes opting to take a chainsaw, if you like, to the car to make it less draggy for the weekend, this will be a good indicator to see where the W13 stands. If the team run a low drag setup and are up there in the speed traps, then it's clear they just overwinged it in Bahrain and the power unit isn't as bad as what it looks like. But if they are still not up there in the speed traps when going to a low drag setup, then the team does have a real issue, especially considering power unit development is now being frozen. So I'm looking forward to see how the team fare in Jeddah. I don't think they will be as competitive as Ferrari or Red Bull, but I do think we'll see an improvement to what we saw in Bahrain. And Mercedes trackside engineering director Andrew Shovlin told the F1 Nation podcast that there are some easy gains to be found, adding, "There's some low-hanging fruit, and what we're hoping is that we can get those in the next race or two." But guys, how do you think Mercedes will fare in Jeddah? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care